This lesson is about the second type of series, which deals with a series of alphabets. Let us look at what this series is, how to solve these kind of problems. As is evident, an alphabet series is a question that gives you a series of alphabets. What you would probably have to do would be to find the next alphabet in the series, or to find a missing alphabet, or to fill in the blank. This alphabet series would typically follow some kind of logical sequence. Now, this logical sequence might be based on the position of the alphabet, that is its position in the entire list of alphabets, such as A, B, C, where A comes first, B comes second, and Z comes last. It could be based on the type of alphabet. What you have to do is find the logic behind the sequence and get at the right answer. Let's look at the different types of alphabetical series on which questions can be asked. The series could do with the next or following letters, maybe not necessarily immediately following, but maybe following after a certain gap. It could do with the letter positions in the alphabet, as I mentioned. The series type could be dealing with a type of alphabet, such as a vowel or a consonant. It could be a miscellaneous series, such as something that deals with like the shape of the alphabet. For instance, A is made up only of straight lines, whereas O does not have a single straight line, and so on. How would we solve an alphabet series question? The first type of alphabet series is a purely alphabetical series. What I mean by that is, every component of the series is an alphabet. Each alphabet is followed by another alphabet which either increases or decreases in a predefined manner. Now, this definite manner need not be a linear increase. It could have some other logic to it, but there is a definite logical sequence that the series will follow. For example, the series A, B, G, J, M. Now, each following letter in the series is an increase of the previous letter by 3 places. Similarly, the series Z, X, V, T, R, each following letter decreases by 4 from the previous letter. The second type of alphabet series is something called an alphanumeric series. As the name suggests, an alphanumeric series is a kind of series that is a combination of both alphabets and numbers. For example, the particular series E5B, G7D, I9F, K11H. Now, each of the alphabets in this series increase by 2, and the numbers also increase by 2. For instance, E plus 2 is G, 5 plus 2 is 7, B plus 2 is D, and so on. So that is the logic of this series. Remember that an alphabet series is not a definite mathematical series, so there is no fixed way of solving it because the logic could be anything. However, what you really need is to practice as many questions as possible so that you have a quick eye for identifying a pattern when presented with an alphabet series. In the meantime, let us look at some tips and shortcuts for solving an alphabetic series. The first shortcut is to solve the series for at least 3 terms. That is, once you look at a series and you think up of a certain logic as to what the series can be, you must make sure that your logic for this particular series is valid for at least 3 to 4 terms in the series before choosing your answer. Never base your logic on just 2 terms, because you have no way of making sure whether your answer is correct or not. And it's always better to be sure than to make a mistake in the IBPS, because every wrong answer has minus 0.25 marks. The second shortcut is to mug up the letter positions. You must memorize the positions of all the letters in the English alphabet. That is, A is 1, E is 5, B is 2, and so on. This will help you recall the position of the alphabet really quickly and can help you arrive at a certain logic when presented with the series.